Welcome to Hot Drama TV.
Liu Yuning exposes the hidden face of bullying and the survival code everyone needs to know. In a world obsessed with perfection and popularity, a quieter, deadlier form of violence often goes unnoticed. It doesn't involve fists or shouting matches. It hides behind smiles, jokes, and silence. This is invisible bullying, a phenomenon that has infiltrated schools, workplaces, and even the glittering world of entertainment. Recently, Chinese singer-actor Liu Yuning broke the silence, bravely sharing his insights into the invisible wounds that many people carry but few dare to reveal. His revelations, alongside actress Dilraba Dilmurat's emotional confession, have reignited a nationwide conversation about empathy, awareness, and the urgent need for change. The unseen wounds behind the spotlight. Liu Yuning, once known for his calm and humorous on-screen presence, surprised fans when he opened up about his personal experiences with hidden forms of bullying in the entertainment industry. In an interview that quickly went viral, he described how subtle exclusion, passive-aggressive remarks, and silent treatment can leave deeper scars than overt conflict. Sometimes, Liu said, "People don't hurt you with words, they hurt you with absence. You walk into a room and they stop talking. They exclude you from projects, from laughter, from friendship. It's invisible, but it crushes your confidence little by little." His words resonated with millions who have experienced similar situations. The colleague who ignores you during meetings, the classmate who rolls their eyes behind your back, the friend who slowly withdraws from your life for reasons you can't explain. Liu emphasized that the real danger of invisible bullying lies in its subtlety. Victims often question themselves. Am I overreacting? Did I do something wrong? That self-doubt feeds into anxiety, isolation, and long-term emotional distress. When silence hurts more than words. Actress Dilraba Dilmurat, Reba, also shared her own painful encounter with invisible bullying, shedding tears as she recalled moments of social exclusion in her early career. During a variety show, she spoke openly about being misunderstood, misjudged, and unfairly criticized by peers who never confronted her directly. It wasn't the criticism that hurt, she confessed. It was the silence. The kind of silence that tells you you're not welcome, that you don't belong. Her candid admission and public apology to those she might have unintentionally hurt showed extraordinary courage. More importantly, it sparked a social media storm, pushing audiences to reflect on how many times they had witnessed or even participated in similar behavior without realizing its harm. Dilraba's experience underscored a universal truth. Invisible bullying thrives in silence. It doesn't scream, it whispers. It doesn't strike, it excludes. And yet, its emotional damage can be just as devastating as physical abuse. The psychology behind invisible bullying. Experts suggest that invisible bullying stems from insecurity, competition, and group dynamics. People bully not always out of hatred, but often from a desire to belong or assert control. This makes it even more dangerous, because it's socially disguised as normal behavior. Liu Yuning analyzed this mechanism with startling clarity. Sometimes, he explained, people bully to feel less small. They exclude others not because they hate them, but because they fear being excluded themselves. In the entertainment industry, a place where image and reputation are everything, invisible bullying takes on sophisticated forms: social isolation, public microaggressions, and strategic silence. But Liu's openness shattered that glamour, forcing both fans and insiders to confront the uncomfortable truth that even fame doesn't protect one from emotional cruelty. The 3R survival code. Recognize, refuse, report. To combat this hidden threat, psychologists and educators worldwide have emphasized a simple but powerful framework known as the 3R strategy: recognize, refuse, report. This method, promoted by the emotional education organization Second Step in the US, is now gaining traction in Asia as well. Recognize awareness is the first step. Invisible bullying often hides behind phrases like, "It's just a joke," or "Don't be so sensitive." Victims must learn to identify these microaggressions for what they truly are: forms of emotional harm. Refuse silence empowers bullies. Saying no firmly, maintaining self-respect, and setting boundaries can dismantle a bully's psychological control. Report. Seeking help isn't weakness, it's wisdom. Reporting incidents to trusted adults, mentors, or supervisors ensures accountability and prevents repetition. Liu Yuning emphasized that these principles don't only apply to children. Even adults need to practice the 3R rule, he said. Because invisible bullying doesn't end with school. It just changes shape. The role of parents and teachers. Parents often underestimate the emotional intelligence needed to detect invisible bullying. A sarcastic comment, a child's sudden reluctance to attend school, or changes in appetite and mood may all be early warning signs. Psychologists recommend that parents stay alert, listen without judgment, and avoid minimizing their children's pain. Instead of saying, "Don't take it so seriously," they should say, "I'm listening, tell me what happened." Teachers, too, play a crucial role. They are the first line of defense against bullying in schools. By creating safe communication spaces, encouraging peer empathy, and intervening early, they can prevent minor teasing from escalating into deep psychological trauma. Liu Yuning's message: empathy as armor. For Liu Yuning, the key to surviving and thriving beyond bullying lies in empathy, the courage to feel, to understand, and to forgive. Empathy, he said, is not weakness, it's armor. When you choose kindness over cruelty, you become untouchable. This philosophy has become a core part of his public image. Fans now celebrate him not only as a talented artist, but as a symbol of emotional intelligence and resilience. His live streams, interviews, and social posts often emphasize self-worth, mental health, and respect, values that resonate deeply in an industry where appearance often overshadows authenticity. Reba's redemption, turning pain into power. Dilraba's public apology, though unexpected, was a defining moment in her career. It wasn't just an apology to others, but also to herself. By acknowledging her own emotional scars, she transformed from a victim into a voice of empowerment. Her act showed millions of fans that vulnerability is not shameful. It's transformative. "If my story can make one person feel less alone," she said, "then it's worth it." From awareness to action, the stories of Liu Yuning and Dilraba have prompted educators, parents, and even policymakers to reevaluate how society defines and addresses bullying. Schools in China, Korea, and other regions are now incorporating emotional literacy into curricula. Campaigns encouraging young people to speak up, don't shut down, are trending online. Meanwhile, global movements against workplace harassment are finding new strength in the digital age. Social media, once a platform that amplified bullying, is now being reclaimed as a tool for awareness and solidarity. The 3R principle for the modern world: recognize, respond, record. In today's digital ecosystem, invisible bullying has evolved into cyberbullying, subtweets, exclusion from group chats, and online gossip. To counter this, mental health advocates have expanded the 3R framework to include: recognize, identify harmful online patterns early, respond, react calmly, avoid emotional retaliation, and seek allies. Record, document abusive behavior for evidence and future protection. This updated version empowers both students and professionals to protect themselves in an increasingly interconnected and often unforgiving online world. Beyond survival, building a culture of respect. Invisible bullying doesn't vanish overnight. It fades only when awareness becomes culture, when kindness becomes habit. That transformation begins with education, empathy, and open dialogue. Parents, teachers, and community leaders must collaborate to build environments where respect is not a slogan but a standard. Companies, too, should integrate anti-bullying policies into workplace ethics, ensuring that every voice, from intern to executive, is heard and valued. The final word: standing in the light. In a society that prizes perfection, Liu Yuning's voice stands as a reminder that strength is not about pretending you're unhurt. It's about healing and helping others heal. His honesty, paired with Reba's courage, has turned a taboo topic into a public awakening. Invisible bullying may be silent, but its victims no longer are. Every confession, every act of empathy, every refusal to stay silent chips away at the culture of cruelty that once thrived in the shadows. As Liu said in his closing remark during a recent live stream, "If you've ever felt small because of someone else's words or silence, remember, you're not the problem. The problem is the silence that allows it. Speak up, stand tall, and know that you're never alone." And perhaps that's the lesson we all need today. Not just to survive invisible bullying, but to rise above it with dignity, compassion, and unbreakable self-worth.